Let me ask you something. And I don't want you to rush the answer. Do you actually trust yourself? Not, do you believe in yourself? Not, do you want to do better? I mean trust. Do you trust yourself to follow through? Do you trust your own word? Do you trust that when things get uncomfortable, you won't disappear? Because here's what I've learned. Working with people who look confident on the outside, but feel lost on the inside. Most people don't lack confidence. They lack self-trust. And no, my friends, no amount of motivation fixes that. So if you feel a little lost right now, let me normalize that. Feeling doesn't mean you're broken. It usually means that you've outgrown an old version of yourself, but you haven't fully anchored into that new one yet. There's a gap, and that's where doubt lives. My friends, most people think that confidence disappears because they failed too much. That's not true. Confidence disappears when you stop believing your own promises. You say things to yourself like, I'll start tomorrow. I'll stay consistent this time. You know what? I won't quit this again. And maybe you mean it in the moment. But life happened. Stress hit. Energy had dropped. And slowly, quietly, you just stopped trusting that voice inside you. So now, even when you want change, there's something inside that hesitates. And that's not weakness. That's just a trust issue. So here's the hard truth that no one tells you. You can feel confident in a system that you don't trust. You can feel confident in that system you don't trust. And your nervous system is just always asking one simple question. Is it safe to follow this person? Is it safe to follow this person? And that person, my friend, is you. Is it safe to follow you? We ask ourselves that every single day. But every broken promise trains that system to say, don't get your hopes up. Don't try too hard. Let's stay where we know how to survive. And that's why confidence feels so inconsistent. It's not missing. It's just guarded. So how is self-trust really built? Confidence is a result. It's not the skill. Confidence doesn't come from thinking positive. It comes from evidence. And your system tracks those receipts. Did you show up when you said you would? Did you stay in those uncomfortable moments? Did you keep your word? Especially when no one was watching. Now, if the answer has been not consistently, your system isn't punishing you. It's protecting you from disappointment. What we tend to do is we overpromise because that's the fastest way to lose that self-trust. Most people, we sabotage confidence without even realizing it. We aim too big, too fast. You know what? This is my New Year's resolution. I am changing everything. I'm all in now. This is the new me. Now your system hears that and thinks, oh my gosh, that sounds so unsafe. And when you inevitably fall off, it becomes a fear. Self-trust isn't built by intensity. It's built by reliability. Stability rebuilds trust faster than motivation ever will. Your system, my friends, doesn't need inspiration. It needs predictability. Same wake up, same walk, same quiet moment. Boring is safe. Safe is repeatable. Repeatable builds trust. Confidence grows after trust is restored, not before. So this week, I want you to do a little exercise. I want you to do the self-trust reset. And it's going to be something radically simple. And I call it the one promise rule. So pick one daily promise. So small, it feels laughable. Something like, I'm going to sit 5 minutes of silence and stillness. I'm going to write in one page of my journal. I'm going to take a short walk at the same time each day. But here's the rule. Here's the rule, my friends. You're not allowed to add more. Just one promise. It's not about improvement. It's all about credibility. Because each time you follow through, your system's going to log. Maybe we can trust this person again. Maybe we can really trust me. And that's how confidence comes back. Quietly, gradually, and then permanently. So if you're listening to this and thinking, yeah, that's me. I definitely feel disconnected from who I am. Good. Because that awareness means you're closer than you think. But now, quick heads up before we wrap up here. This week's Facebook Live, we're happening on Thursday, not Wednesday. Why? Well, because apparently I like to keep you on your toes. And also because my work schedule likes to remind me who's actually in charge of my life. So this week, on Thursday, it's called Feeling Lost, and here's how to reconnect with who you are. And we're going to go deeper. We're going to go deeper into identity. We're going to go deeper into self-trust, how to find your internal compass again, and we're going to do it all without forcing clarity. And if this episode really hit home, my friend, this week, YouTube's going to tie directly into it. And it's how to reprogram your mind's default settings. Stop going back to those old patterns. That's where we talk about why your system defaults back and how to retrain without fighting yourself. You're not lost. My friends, you're not lost. You're just between two versions. And this time, you're rebuilding from trust instead of pressure. So I'll see you on the next episode.